This video will show you how to sync Rediker with Clever so that any students who have been enrolled recently they'll have new accounts in Clever and subsequently in Edmentum. Here I am logged into Rediker's district manager. You should see the pinwheel with schools. Just right click on the district office and select Clever Export. You'll have to bear with me and Clever as we clunk through. All right. If everything's set up correctly, you should be able to say send data now, and yes. When it's successful, it will give you a warning that says warning successful, and then ask you if you would like to look at the data file. We won't do that just because it has a lot of student names in it, but if you're looking for a student who won't sync up properly, do just search for that student's name in the data file. If there's an asterisk next to that, above or below the student's name, it will be next to the data field that's absent in Rediker. Most likely it's a email address, it's not a valid email address or something like that, which is why it would fail to export. So this should pop up any second here. It says creating export files. While it's working, we can head on over to Clever and log in. You can log in using your credentials. I have to log in as the district administrator. Go over to sync, and you can see when the last time you sync was. So today it was 2 days ago. Eventually, once Rediker is finished, this will pop up and say just a few moments ago. And it will also tell you how many students and teachers and sections were modified in the last sync. There's no way to make that faster. You just have to wait for that to work. There is a way to make the Edmentum sync work faster, however. So once Clever shares all the student data with, or once Rediker shares all the student data with Clever, Clever then talks to Edmentum to create accounts for new students. So you will sign into Edmentum your regular way. This is how I sign in. And if you have the right access, you should see this thing called SIS integration. That means Student Information System Integration. The thing that we're really looking for here, I believe, is in settings. This will sync automatically every couple hours, but if you want it to do it now, you can say sync updates. So let's go back and see if Rediker sync. There we go, warning. It's been successfully done. Again, we're not going to look at the data file, but the data file will tell us if we want to investigate a student who's not syncing for some reason. Here in Clever, if we went to sync, we can see how long it's been since the last sync and just refresh to see if it worked. It usually takes maybe a half hour to take effect here. You can click search and type on any student and then look at their details to see if there's anything missing. If the student's missing an email address, they weren't created a badge. So that's a place that you can look to see why a student might not be working even if they did sync. All right, so that's a quick video on how to sync Rediker with Clever and how to force the update with Edmentum.